What is going on YouTube? This is Max coming back at you once again with another video. This time I'm doing the video on a Sony A90J. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button if you like this type of content. Alright, let's go ahead and take a dive and talk about the Sony A9F. If you guys didn't know, this new OLED that's coming out from Sony is supposed to hit over 1300 nits, and that is supposed to be great, phenomenal. Just hearing that is really good news. And if you guys been keeping up with my channel, you know that I currently have the Sony A9F OLED TV, which is one of the first Master Series OLED TVs that's out. So just hearing the news that Sony is coming out with their A90J OLED panels that's supposed to be brighter this year is it's great news. So what I want to go ahead and do is kind of like talk about where I gathered this information and how this 1300 nits are coming up, and yeah, and just see what you guys think about it. So first things first, I am on the Sony screen right now, which you clearly can see here. So this is Sony A9F, but as in where did I receive this information from is that if you guys didn't know, I followed this forum called ABS forum, and I want to give a shout out to the person who was able to link this together, because I look at this ABS forum all the time, but just want to go ahead and shout out to Jerry. So he was able to find this link, link right here that was provided, and the person who was able to provide these screen prints, these screenshots, let me just go here, is this person, Ken. And just want to give him a shout out, just say thank you for providing this type of updates. He was the one that was able to take these pictures, and you can see from here that the A90J was measured at 1300 nits, and which is, see here, let me go ahead and go through this. You can see here it's reaching over 1300 nits, 1312 to be exact. So this is where the information that I'm getting it from. You can see the link right here. It was all thanks to this guy. He was able to provide this, and then this is the person who was able to link this on the ABS forum. So if you go and take a scroll from here, they had some type of event where they were showing the new Sony TVs that's coming out for 2021. And you can see here, you can see the you have the A9G, which came out in 2019, and then you got the A90J that is coming out later this year. You can see that the differences between both. You can see that we're going to have HDMI 2.1, which is pretty good. One thing that I did catch my eye on, I don't know if this is going to be the full bandwidth or not. One thing I have noticed on the screen, I don't know if you guys can really see this, specifically I do see a 32 gigabyte. I don't know if this is the bandwidth or not. That I am not sure, because it's one thing I'm noticing on the screen, and I have seen some other videos that people make comments about the A90J, but just throwing it out here. I don't know if this is going to be the full bandwidth or not, but I'm seeing this as 32. So if anybody who is familiar with this A90J, with pictures, his link, or anybody that can help translate this for me, I greatly appreciate that. I don't this is just a guess. I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but I just noticed that it's 32. You know, the full bandwidth for the HDMI 2.1 is 48. Just going straight down, you can see this, the A90J closed up, which is 65 inch. This is the back of it, and let me see here, it was showing a little bit of the inputs, And then this is one of the biggest things right here. You can see that it has 1300 nits. 1312 to be exact, and it looked like it was at the 10-inch window. Looking at based on 10% brightness of the window A90J up to 1300 nits. So this is what the close-up screen is. I don't know what settings that the Sony is using, so it could be dynamic. I don't know. Nobody doesn't know. But this is something that was captured on here. But to see this number right here on the new OLED panels on the Sony excuse me, I'm about to say A9F on the new Sony A90J, the Master Series, is really good news and stuff. So especially because OLED panels, especially the current ones, it never was able to achieve over 1000 nits. So just to see this to get over 1300 is really big. It's really good. That's getting to some LCD type TVs and stuff. Not brighter than LCD, but it's getting close to it. So that was one of the many complaints that people were having, is that OLED TVs are not bright, and that OLED TV panels are light output is not capable with LEDs, LCD screens, LEDs, LCD screens are capable of. And so those have been the biggest complaints. But for me personally, I never really had a problem with the brightness because I was coming from a projector screen, but coming to OLED it didn't affect me. But to see 1300 nits on this, on a A90J, this is really good news. And we got HDMI 2.1, so who knows. So just look by looking at this, and I also got some pictures as well to show the brightness difference. And let me go ahead and pull this up right now. Give me just a second. And I don't know if you guys can see my screen. Let me see if I could go ahead and pull this up. If you see right here, they do have, they show the differences between the, let me see if I could do a zoom in so I could give you guys a better, let's see if this will help out. Yeah, it does help out. So on the right is supposed to be the A90J, and on the left hand side is supposed to be the 900H or 9000H, depending on what region you are. But you can see on the right hand side, you can see that this brightness looks pretty good for the OLED, for the A90J. Now I don't know, like I said, from the pictures on here, this is the A90J, but I do see at the bottom of it, it says 65X91J. So I don't know if that's same OLED, but Ken, the person who posted this, said it was the A90J. So from there, that's kind of like one of the questions. We don't know. I'm just going off of the website. I'm going to switch this back here. I'm going off the website here, and that's where it was just going back and forth. As in, let me see here. Let's see if I could bring this up again. Give me a second. Let's see if I can get some more pictures in here, because it was showing the differences between the brightness, which is right here. I don't know if you can see this too. There's the actual TV and the TV stand, which looks pretty good. This A90J, you can see the back of it, which we already went through and showed. The pedestal. Yeah, so looking at this screen particularly, you can see kind of like the brightness of it. Like I said, it's really hard to see and tell based on someone's camera. And I say the same thing on YouTube too. It's kind of hard to really relay how bright these TVs are, because we're going off of what the person who captured them are, and that's pretty much all we could possibly do. But I just thought this was very interesting. Here's another picture. Chidu is doing a side by side with the A80J, which is also coming out, and that's a step down version of the Master Series, and then you get the A90J to the right hand side. So it looks good. I can't really tell the differences between the brightness between both unless I was there in person, but they were just showing the differences between each other. You can see this is an A90J on the right hand side. You see the 65A80J on the left hand side. So you could take a look at that and you can see the differences between those two. And then here's another picture as well to show the differences. But both of these TVs are coming out this year, this A80J and A90J. But just seeing the brightness wise is like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this over and over again. This is great. It is spectacular just to see those pictures and see the differences of brightness. It's showing that OLED is actually doing something to just better itself with the OLED panel, because for quite some time OLED haven't been doing a lot of changes with their panel itself. They haven't been doing a lot when it comes to brightness wise. It's just been pretty much stagnant in that area for quite some time. And you may get some features here and there. You may the other one was HDMI 2.1, or you may get the black frame insertion if you've really been keeping up game mode. But to see that the panels are getting the TVs are getting brighter for certain Sony OLED TVs, specifically the A90J, and then LG is supposed to be coming out with their with the Evo line. This is really good news. I just want to share this with everyone, just to know that where I got this information from, and how I got the 1300 nits from, and just to let you know that I can't wait to see it in person. So the question is that am I going to buy this one? Who knows? I might. I might make this as another purchase. I haven't quite decided on this, but yeah, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think of this new Sony A90J. This 1300 nits. 1300 nits. I would love to hear your comments. But if you're new, please subscribe to the channel if you can. If not, I'll go ahead and see you on the next one. Hopefully you guys could take care. All right, have a good one. Take care.